Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So my name's Katie and today we're doing a very exciting mystery fantasy books unboxing. So a company called Box of Stories kindly reached out to see if they wanted to work with me and send me a box so I could unbox it on my channel, and I was so excited because I've seen various other people doing stuff with Box of Stories. And originally when they reached out I asked them if they had sort of a fantasy or sci-fi box, and they said that they were going to be bringing one out later in the year. So then they got back in touch and now this is a fantasy sci-fi box. So I'm very excited because I feel like that's my brand, fantasy and sci-fi. So basically how it works is they send you a box every month of 4 books, and they're books that have kind of been rescued from going to waste. So every year millions of books in the UK just get thrown away because they haven't sold as well as maybe they're expecting to. This might just be because of poor marketing, not that the books were bad. So Box of Stories kind of tries to find these hidden gems and then sends them out and sort of saves them. So there's more information in there, so we'll find out. And also I have a discount code if you want on your first book, so first box, sorry, and I will leave that linked in the description. So let's just open. So I'm very intrigued to see if I'll have heard of them, A, and B, if I've got them already, and yeah, see what we think. So I haven't opened this. I've saved myself. I'll cover my address, I think. Yeah. So it's still sealed. So we'll open it now. Got my scissors. Okay. Probably gonna have to edit out half of me opening this because it's way harder than it used to be. Also, recently, I know I'm 5 years late to the trend, but I've been getting so obsessed with Six the Musical. I've just been singing all the songs all the time. Ugh. They're on my head. No, on my head, in my head, on repeat. Okay, we're nearly there. Okay, I'm very excited. So, I've saved, oh god, oh dear. Be gentle is the message there. I've made a hash of this. Okay. Okay. So we've successfully opened it. So yeah, so it has just a bit of information. Oh, I really like these little drawings. I don't know if you can see this little dragon and a recycling bin. That's so cute. Okay, so it says 77 million books are destroyed in the UK every year, and 83% of those are books pulped before they have even been read. So Box of Stories is trying to save these amazing books, and yeah, so it's good for the environment and good for your little book lover heart. So yeah, so we'll take off the first layer. It's quite a big box. Okay, so I can see 2 books at the top. Interesting. Okay, so congratulations, we have the little leaflet. So it just tells you about cervix. Service. Spent too long on obs and gynae. Okay, so the first book, which looks really cool actually. Ooh. Okay. I just saw another one of the books. Okay, so yeah, so this one, Ember and Ash, and the cover's kind of very classic fantasy. Cursed by Blood, Damned with Fire by Paula Freeman. So I've never heard of this. So I will read the synopsis. Who's it published by? Oh, this is Orbit. I like Orbit. Okay, so yeah, we'll read the synopsis. So it says, the old ones will have their revenge. That's the tagline. And then 2 peoples have been fighting over the same land for 1,000 years. Invaders have crushed the original inhabitants, and ancient powers reluctantly give way to newer magics. But Ember was to change all this with a wedding to bind these warring people together until her future goes up in flames. Ember's husband-to-be is murdered by a vengeful elemental god. Ooh, that sounds good. Who sees peace as a breach of faith. Set on retribution, she enlists the help of Ash, son of a seer. Together they will pit themselves against the elements of ice and fire in the last attempt to end the conflicts that have scarred their past. They must look to the present as old furies are waking to violence and are eager to reclaim their people. That sounds good actually. So I think it's an Australian author, but I'm very excited for this one actually. And I really like the cover. It's cool. So yeah, we'll see what I think of that one. Okay, then next we have the Eternity War. So I'm guessing this is a sci-fi. It looks very much sci-fi. It reminds me a little bit of the covers of the Expanse books. Okay, so anyway, I will read the synopsis again. So the soldiers of the Stimulant Operations Program are mankind's elite warriors, veterans of I can't say numbers out loud. Veterans of 1,000 battles across 100 worlds, they undertake suicidal missions to protect humanity from the insidious Krell Empire and the mysterious machine race known as the Shard. Okay, the Krell just makes me think of what is it, Skyward? Lieutenant Kira Jenkins is an experienced stimulant operative and leader of the Jackals, a team of raw recruits keen to taste battle. They soon get their chance when the Black Spiral Terrorist Network seizes control of a space station. Yet no amount of training could have prepared the Jackals for the deadly conspiracy they soon find themselves drawn into. A conspiracy that is set to spark a furious new war across the galaxy. Okay, that also sounds really good. It sounds very like classic sci-fi. Not classic sci-fi, like, what's the word? It sounds like a lot of sci-fi books sound. So I guess familiar sci-fi is the word. So yeah, another Orbit title, which is good. I like Orbit. So I'm excited for this one as well. Yeah. Okay, then next we have a book I was excited to see. And because I always saw this about when the I always saw the arc on NetGalley, but I never requested it. And it's called The Phlebotomist by Chris Panettiere. So yeah, so the little quote on the cover is, a clever inventive fantasy with a horrific twist that explores whether we are more than the sum of our parts. And there's a very nice like anatomical heart on the front with some flowers coming out of it. Yeah, just test my anatomy. Yeah, so obviously I was excited for this because I think it's somewhat like medical related. So yeah, we'll read the synopsis. So also I really like the pink cover. I like pink. Okay, so in the near future where citizens are subject to the mandatory blood draw, government phlebotomist Willow Wallace witnesses an event that will make her question her whole world. So to recover from a cataclysmic war, the harvest was instituted to pass blood to those affected by radiation. Okay, this is sounding like The 100. But this charitable act has led to a society segregated entirely by blood type. Government blood contractor Patriot, I think it's Patriot, rewards your generous gift based on the compatibility of your donation, meaning that whoever can give to the most gets the most in return. Oh, good for those own eggs. While working as a reaper taking collections for the harvest, Willow chances upon an idea to resurrect an obsolete technique that could rebalance the city. But in her quest to set things into motion, she uncovers a horrifying secret that cuts to the heart of everything. Ooh. Yeah, I'm quite excited for this one. I think this is the one I'm probably most excited for out of this whole box. Just because obviously it's like somewhat medical. And I hope there's some good like medical knowledge in here, like stuff about blood and stuff. Although I get the feeling it's going to be more of just like a dystopian. But I think it should be good, so I'm excited to see what I think of this one. And then the last one, oh, I just thought another bonus of this is Maisie's going to like this box. Maisie's my cat, if you don't know. Okay, so then lastly we have a book called The Imaginary Corpse. Is that what it's called? Yeah, The Imaginary Corpse. So this is quite a cool cover. It looks sort of dystopian-y and there's a very like weird thing on the cover. There's like texture in the font. Okay, so I will read the synopsis. So it says, in a world where Toy Story meets Sin City, interesting, a dinosaur detective, also interesting. Oh, maybe that's a dinosaur. Oh. Ben battles his own trauma and remorseless serial killer hell-bent on shaking up an already messed up town. Oh, Tippy the Triceratops was once someone's best friend. A sunshine yellow toy detective imagined how it makes sense of the world, but inescapable tragedy forced Tippy to be set aside. Still loved, still real, but now abandoned. Oh, poor Tippy. But he found a home in the underbelly of the imagination, a place called the Still Real. But friends keep disappearing here, and Tippy is left chasing a mysterious figure who can do the impossible, kill an idea permanently. With fear and anxiety already ripe on the streets of Playtime Town, Tippy must face his own demons before all that's left is imaginary corpses. Okay, this sounds very interesting. And I'm very curious to see what I think of this, because it sounds like one of those like wacky books that just is very entertaining, because I often like weird and wonderful books. Yeah, and I've been pleasantly surprised a few times by crazy books. So yeah, I'm very excited for all of these. I will show them all together here. So yeah, so we get a selection of 4 books. One of them's taller than the others. That's so like annoying, but that's okay. So yeah, so I'm very excited for all of these, and I will definitely be letting you know my thoughts on them in my future wrap up, so look out for that. I think the one I'm probably most excited about is the Phlebotomist, but the one I'm most curious about is the imaginary corpse, because that just sounds a bit wild. But also the other 2 sound like really like oh, classic's the wrong word, like staple, I don't know. Yeah, I've lost all my brain cells. They've all been diverted to the medicine brain because exams are coming up. But yeah, so I'm really excited for all of these, and I will have linked in the description a link to Box of Stories website and also a discount code if you're interested. So yeah, thank you very much to Box of Stories for sending me this box. It's so exciting to unbox. I love unboxing stuff. So yeah, I will see you soon. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and consider subscribing if you haven't already. And I hope you're all having a really great day, and I will see you next time.